Hello and welcome to the JV match between Milford High School and Kings High School.
The one thing I do know is the feather is highlighted, so I don't. I keep hearing my name more.
Second verse.
There should be case selection. That's all.
Milford will have the serve. Number 23 to serve. And it should begin. Excellent first pass. Great set to number 18. Good tool high off the block. And a little bit of confusion there for number 22 on Milford. Seemed that he was expecting his libero possibly to take that first ball. And they just let it go down. Setter for Kings, number 16 to serve. Straight to the libero, off the net, and the number 6 through, and he swings high and long. Not very aggressive on that hit. A little timid, trying to just get that free ball kind of hit there. Second serve, hits the wiggle. Straight into the pin, no trot. Milford now having subs, 21 coming in for 3, and 24 coming in for 22. Number 21 now to serve. Float serve received by number 19, who gets the ball back. Roll shots it from the ground, picked up and goes back to the opposite. Opposite goes wide. It looks like it was going out, but it was saved by Kings. Free ball passed over, set to the outside to the lefty, and ball is hit underneath the net.
I was like, you definitely just hit that like with his forearm. Not
Yeah. He seemed like he was just trying to like roll it, but he just was too soft with it. Perfect pass by the libero, tries to go middle. Middle saves it, but blocked by number 10. Lefty goes nice deep into the corner, right on the back line. A little better there on him. I think he had that first one. 25 to serve. To center into libero, little tight. That's not a bad pass by the libero number 17 there. It just our setter there, number 16, is just a little short.
a little short for this team.
A little short. 25 to serve again at 17, and it's shanked out of bounds off the serve. Ace for Milford. 25, serve again. This time the libero takes it in the hands, a little low, but it goes right to the setter. Number 28 has to tip it over. Received by Milford, and it's hit into the pin again. From the opposite. Number 6. Middle, number 10 to serve. Deep serve. Libero goes straight into the ceiling, and they are not able to handle it there. Nobody's there to pick up the second ball, so it's an ace for King. Number 10 to serve again. Out of rotation call for Milford. Sounds like the setter left a little too early, passing over number 21. That's what it looks like it would be. He has to wait till the setter makes contact before he can cross as his teammate. Unfortunately for Kings, they didn't get the auto rotation on that ball. And missed serve by number 10. Yeah, whenever the setter, you cannot be out of rotation. You cannot move past your teammates until after the ball is contacted. Or else nobody would care about where you need to line up. Excellent serve pass hit from Kings there for number 19 on the outside. 19 now to serve. High ball received. Hits the ceiling again. Hits the light. But that's good. And it's a hit by the lefty, number 24, deep into the corner. Nobody's there to receive the ball. They were kind of just stuck there looking there. 3 is now coming in for 21 for Milford. And now 22 is in for 24 and 22 to serve. Yeah, that was just good hit. Big kid.
It's definitely going to be a problem hitting off that corner there for him.
Mm-hmm. I served to number 19. Help, setter calls for help, but it's an overpass, and it's still kept alive, but that's going to be 4. That is 4. That is 100% 4 contacts. Yeah, it was. It went off 19. Then I believe both 18 and 17 both hit it, and 28 was the 4th one over. Yeah.
I didn't think 16.
Yeah, they definitely had 4 there. Missed serve by number 18, kept alive by the setter and rolled over by the middle. Setter dumps it two-handed, but it's more of a free ball. Setter has to dump it over with one hand. Goes to number 3 up for Milford. Received by number 18 up for Kings, and it's set out to side to number 28, and it's a 2 off the block. Great movement and defense there by Kings.
Seems like we're going to some pretty good volleys here today.
Good start for sure. Let's see if they keep it up. 28 serves it high off 22 for Milford. They have to keep it alive, and Kings get a free ball. Sets back row, down ball though, straight to Milford. Milford goes to the outside, and he swings down to the net again. Smart plays by Kings to keep the ball alive. Definitely bettered the ball there. Definitely kept the playing going. Let Milford make the mistakes. 20 to serve. Hits the ceiling a 3rd time for Milford. The ball goes up and comes straight back down with nobody there to help it. Kings serving 10-7. Tight ball. It's over the net. Nope. There it is. Now that's 2 contacts. That first one for number 18, could have been considered a block, but he blocked it into the tape. So he contacted again to try to put over, but it seems like he wasn't high enough. So then he contacted a 3rd technical time, and that was illegal. Serve by number 27 goes right to 19 and slips right through his hands. He served for Milford. Oh, sorry, not 27, 17, the libero for Milford. Now, if I was this libero, I'd serve it directly at that same kid again. Oh, it seems there might be a rotation discrepancy from Milford. Kings varsity appears to be giving some energy to their JV on the court. Up the rotations resolved. Back to 17. Serve. 19 was calling it out, but that ball was definitely going in. Saved again by 22 from Milford, and it has the free ball over from libero, and it's a missed pass by the middle for Kings. Shanks it a little wide. It's kind of why we teach kids to use their hands, especially middles who are notorious. It's kind of the butt of the joke that they usually miss They cannot pass balls.
That's why they're in the middle.
Yep. Good movement there by Kings to get the nice pass set kill. Number 18 with the kill. A little bit of a miss hit there, but it hits it right into the spot where Milford is not ready to go. Libero number 17 to serve for Kings. 11 serving 10. Looks like there's another weight on discrepancy just to make sure. It's possible that either there's a mix-up on the lineup there for Milford, or maybe potentially a new person doing the libero tracking on the referee stand, or the referee's corner where they do the scoreboard. They also have a person doing what's called the book, who keeps track of the score on paper, as well as they count the amount of subs, as well as the person who does libero tracking, which is just basically who the libero has come in for and who has subbed in and out and who should be in what rotation. Seems everything has been resolved, so it'll be number 17 for Kings to serve, 11 serving 10. Right in the middle court goes libero, great pass. Goes to the outside, a little off, rolls it back in, received by Kings. Good pass by the set. Go for the hit, touches off the block, and Milford's able to receive it. Goes to the outside. Similarly, goes to the middle back and goes back to the outside. It's tips it this time. Setter goes middle this time, hits it off the tape. Middle back gets another dig, has to be recovered by the libero, and it's not brought over. 19 unable to give the free ball back over to Milford. Seems a little frustrated there for sure. Kind of seemed like he freaked out a little bit towards the end there, just because anticipation.
Wanted to make sure he got it over and instead moved his whole body away from it.
Mm-hmm. Good hustle bring down, but they're not able to do it. 19 is also with the shank pass there.
If he was aiming for 19, that was actually a pretty
fair
play.
That's what you do. Get the frustrated kid. He's been aced twice now in this set. 23 to serve. Goes short now in front of 28. 18 with the call, but it just fell in front of 28. 23 to serve again. Coach moving them up to adjust. This time goes right to 28. Goes to the middle. Strong hit, and I gotta say, I want to say that was saved again by 22 for Milford. I think that was going just a hair out.
So it was close this time.
Like I like the aggression. I like the aggression with it, but he wasn't able to get a good hand on it, and it's point for Kings. Setter to serve. Excellent pass by 22. Quick ball in the middle, but Kings number 10 is in the net. He was in the net not only on the top, but also at the bottom when he came down. 22 in for 3 and 24 in for 22 for Milford. Deep float, very strong float. Definitely sailing out of bounds, so 28 saves them. Kings has to free ball it over, and a free ball's back over, and it's a tip down, but it's a save. Setter takes the first ball, sets it up in the middle, but buries it in the net. Point for Kings. Got a lucky break there for Kings, but they saved Milford, so tip for tat. 18 to serve, and serves into the net. Yeah, I can forget. You can usually forgive a ball that goes a little long or a little wide, as long as it goes over. Because as you saw before, the other team can still play it. If it goes straight in the net, there's nothing that can be done. Only thing you can hope for is a out of rotation service, the team out of rotation, which commonly doesn't happen. Same thing. It looks like that ball was going just a bit wide. No communication from his teammates, letting him know in and out. And libero number 17 just tries to take with his hands and goes long. Number 25 for Milford to serve again. That one? No, I highly disagree. Now I don't have a good enough angle as compared to that line judge, but for my spot, that ball was just a tear out of bounds.
That one was right on the outside of the line.
It's definitely the back of the line. And hey, ball doesn't lie. Ball was out. Or at least that's what we say whenever
Where we don't agree with the judges,
Basically.
the ball will agree with us.
Basically, yeah. I think that ball was just a hair bit out. Number 10 serving 14-17. And serves to Libero, but Libero shanks it wide into the stands. A little bit of momentum that's needed here. Number 10 had a couple serves on the last time he came around. See if he can go get another one here. Deep ball. A little bit of a wide pass, and it's going over on Kings on the second ball. Recovered, though. Oh, there was definitely somebody in the net there. Net's shaking, and uses it. Deep swing by the outside, and it's out of bounds by a good foot or so. Now, I saw the net moving, but I could not see. I did not see because I was not paying attention to. And I guess the refs were not either. But 27 in for 6. 27 to serve, 18-15. Yeah, I think it's a new person at the stand, yeah, at the referee spot. That or maybe it's technology. It looks like she's like tapping something, so maybe there's just a fault in technology. Yeah, they're definitely using an iPad.
You know, the old-fashioned way never fails us. Pen and paper.
Pen and paper. It only fails if you don't have one or the other.
And we're all clear.
Back into it. That's great. Close serve. Taken by number 19. Steals it from the libero and shanks it wide and behind. Nobody's able to even get a second touch on that ball. 19 looking a little frustrated here. That's the third time, by my count, he's been aced this match, or this set. This time goes straight into the outside, who is in the receiving, and the Kings have to free ball it over. Perfect pass. They run the middle. Tips it over. Receive, but the middle takes that setter's ball, but it goes over the net. Somebody, yep, there it is. Was waiting for it. Number 24 for Milford flies into the net there on that hit. Dug by Kings, which was great. So free point for Kings. Number 19 to serve. 16 serving 19.
So I'm glad you're looking at the net because I'm too focused on the ball moving.
Yeah, you kind of have to tell where people are moving from. This time, looks like 24 is able to get that ball over, and 28 is not able to handle that. 3 in for 21 and 22 in for 24. Yeah, it's nice to have multiple refs because you don't necessarily need to be watching the ball the whole time, or if you don't have to worry about the ball going in and out, you can pay attention to contact and your main job, which is watching that net or underneath. 19 able to keep the ball alive, but it goes to libero, and they're not able to bring it back over for Kings. Timeout, Kings.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
And we're back in. Milford serving 21-16, number 22 to serve. Goes wide. Libero takes it with the hands, but it doesn't really get it up. Kind of threw it more than he did push it upwards, and it's not able to get received by anybody else. Ace serve for Milford. Didn't use his legs at all there, just tried to use upper body, and that doesn't usually work. 19 receives it kind of haphazardly, but it's able to get over all with a hit. Ball goes to the outside for Milford, and number 3 hits it into the top of the tape and does not get it over. Second time he's done that.
Okay, they love this close side, but it's either going inside or hitting the net.
Mm-hmm. Teammates call good for Milford, and they leave it go, and that is a missed serve for Kings, number 28. Libero to serve. Yeah, to me, it looks like number 3 is trying to hit too much down, and rather than trying to hit deep corners. That's usually what we try to teach kids is hit deep rather than down. They're not tall enough yet or big enough to hit straight down. Milford with a good block touch and goes down on Kings. Kings not able to keep it back, and the ball goes outside. Milford now serving set point 24-17. Good talk. And it goes a little bit low. Milford, Kings have to tip it over. Ball gets set in the middle, and it goes right through the block and down, unable to receive by Kings. And that is the first set goes to Milford.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenscore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenscore.com.
Every love story is unique, and every date has a story. Celebrate your special day with custom hoodies and sweatshirts from almosttwins.com. Whether it's your wedding date or anniversary, wear it close to your heart and show the world your love. Matching never felt so meaningful. Our cozy hoodies and sweatshirts are perfect for couples who want to cherish their special moments together. Personalize yours today and make that date unforgettable. Visit almosttwins.com and create your love story in style. Almosttwins.com is where every date becomes a statement.
In a world dominated by million-dollar contracts, flashy endorsements, and the glitz of professional sports, there exists a hidden realm where the game is played not for fame or fortune, but for pure passion. Welcome to the underground football scene. Here, there are no stadiums filled with thousands of cheering fans, no TV contracts, and no lucrative shoe deals. Just men, united by a love for the game. These are the Cincinnati Dukes, a semi-pro football team that embodies the spirit of resilience and brotherhood. Every practice, every tackle, every touchdown tells a story of sacrifice and dedication. In this arena, the stakes are not measured in dollars, but in heart and soul. It's about representing your community, forging lifelong friendships, and keeping the love of football alive against all odds. Join us as we explore the journey of the Cincinnati Dukes, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who play for the love of the game.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Want to reach more customers? Advertise your business during our live sports streams. Connect with your local community and boost your brand. Email us today at reachmorecustomers@eDrivenscore.com. That's reachmorecustomers@eDrivenscore.com.
And we are back with set 2, Milford versus Kings. Milford currently up 1-0. Milford kind of kind of let themselves go there a little bit at the end. Kind of struggled there with some serve receive and some passing. Weren't able to actively get some good hits over. Milford to serve. Excellent pass. Setter chooses to go to the middle, and it's blocked straight down by number 10 for Kings. That's a good little start. See if their energy, they can hold on to this energy. 18 coming for 22 for Milford. Goes right to the guy coming in. Puts it high to the outside. Goes a little tight, and he's... Ooh. Yep, there it is. And it's a net touch by Milford. He's able to tip it down, but he keeps going with his momentum, and he goes into the net. King saved a second time by this guy. 16 to serve. Goes back to the guy who came in again. Has to go back to his guy again. Missed pass by number 28. Pass is just really low to the setter who gets the ball alive and goes back to 28, but he just can't keep the ball in. It's real important to keep the ball high. Almost any time you do, if you can keep the ball high, you're doing good. Libero receives it excellently, runs to the middle. This time the middle is blocked, though it's hard to say if he got blocked or if he got blocked by the net. It's a little bit low. They seem like they try to run pretty quick there. Deep serve. Put up. Coming over, tip over by the middle. Milford sends it to the outside. Swings through both the blockers and the setter who whiffs it on the pass. Hits deep corner. Seems like the coach for Kings is, I don't know, a little shocked or upset. She dropped her clipboard. Deep serve again. Beautiful pass. Gets sent to the outside. Hits it long and deep into the stands. Caught by a fan. Can't tell which side he's on. He's wearing a green sweatshirt. Milford serving 4-2. Deep serve again. 19 passes it great this time around. This time tips it over. Libero takes the second hands, goes to number 6 wide, and it goes through the block and down in front of 28 in the middle back. Great hit by him. Good high hit. Hard to tell if it was over or around or through the block. Just the block wasn't there. Deep serve again. Goes through the middle, tips it over. Picked up by the libero. Sent high to the outside, and great hit. This time received by 28, but it was going to the pass. 28 for Kings looks like he was going to try to get the ball over, but just sails it right into the net. 23 on a couple-point run here. Goes to 19, passes high up there, gets the ball back, and it goes into the tape, and yep. And King's not able to receive it back. Milford coaches calling for a possible lift call, but it didn't matter as Kings was not able to return it back. Timeout called by Kings, 7-2.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Enjoy my information. When you serve, click it sooner than you think.
Back at it again. 28 serving for Milford. Deep float again. Taken by the middle. Excellent pass. Setter sets it over the net, but it's kept inside. And there's somebody was in the net there, but the line judge did not, or the down ref doesn't do it. And deep corner shot by Milford into Kings and point for them. Excellent hit by, I believe that was probably, I think number 6 there. Definitely looked like number 10 from Kings was in the net there. So Kings have to reball it over. They run through the middle, and it's blocked again by number 10. So this time, number 10 was able to make up for his last play there, and 10 now getting a talking to by the up ref. Maybe a bit of excitement, flexing on the guys across the court. I don't really totally approve of that, but I don't know if he said anything vulgar or whatnot. Excellent pass, goes to the middle, tips it this time. Setter takes it. Middle takes the second ball, and 19 calling for someone to tip it over, but the ball was supposed to be for him, and is unable to do so. Kind of hits it twice off his arms and off his head, and it doesn't even get close to the net. 21 in now for 3, and 24 coming in for 18 for Milford. Goes off the tape, and number 28 is there, sees it, but doesn't get a good handoff of it, and it just trickles down. Ace for Milford. That's always tough.
Especially since he was there for him.
Yeah, he saw it. And this time, 21 not able to do the same thing. Hits it straight down to the tape. 4 serving 10. Number 10 in now to serve. Roll shot. Setter goes to the middle, tips it, and not able to keep it alive. Net blocks it, and point for Kings.
Tries to do that fancy trick of using the backside of his hand almost.
Did he try to put it back that way? I thought he just tipped it, mistipped it.
He definitely tried to go backwards. I think he twisted his arm to try to hit it that way.
24 for Milford, hits it right off the hands of number 6 for Kings, and it's a block out. Point Milford. Serve, taken by the libero, who goes to the middle, who whiffs it, but it's a perfect tip. Kings receives it, and it goes off the tape, and saved by 28, who's saved by number 6, the middle, gets it back over. And that one's outside the pin. Good hustle play there by Kings to keep that ball alive, and good awareness by all the players to make sure that ball just stays up. 19 to serve. Kind of fight there from the libero and the outside, but it's not received well. The setter can't keep it up, and they cannot turn it over. Goes to the outside again. Outside overpasses it. Outside tries to tip down for Kings, but it doesn't do anything. And now Kings with the 3 hits and are not able to return the ball. Don't know if that Milford player number 6 was trying to just keep the ball alive, or if he thought that he had another hit. Libero demanding this ball this time. Pops it up for the lefty on the outside, and lefty waffles it, tips it just into the middle of the net. Kings making a little bit of a comeback here. 9 serving 11. Short serve, barely trickles over, right to the setter. Libero has to take the second ball. Lefty gets it off the block for Kings. Setter takes the first ball. Free ball over for Milford.
I thought that was
Setter.
4 hits there.
No.
It was off the block.
Off the block,
That's
yeah.
where I messed up.
Yeah. It was off the block. Number 24 makes a great block out touch for Milford. Point for Milford. Stops the run. Yeah, it's weird. I tried looking up the rules the other day about what quantifies or classifies as block, and it's kind of vague. It's definitely a judgment call, but it's clear with the intention usually. Pass set, hit into the net for King. Short serve into the net, number 27 for Milford. Again, worst thing. Don't miss your float serves. Don't miss them, especially into the middle of the net. Does nothing. Deep serve, 28 to 27. Pass goes to the outside, goes to the outside. 19 takes the hands, has to be taken by the libero, and free ball over from the center. Libero takes it. Got a little bit of a joust there at the top for Milford and punches it over, and Kings was not ready for it. Also, the classic phrase, setters don't lose jousts, applies. They generally don't lose jousts. They do it all the time. Couple service rotations in here. 18 serving for Milford, 14 serving 10. Good, strong, deep float serve. Kind of hits off the ceiling, but it's playable. Free ball over for Milford. And it's not received well, and it goes outside. Lucky break there for Kings. Seemed off it might have hit off that Milford player's hand just a little weirdly. That or they are trying to be too perfect, and they just sent it over the net and out of bounds. Libero to serve to the other libero, who takes it with the hands, kept alive by the middle. Kings have to scramble to get it going. Setter tips it over, runs through the middle for Milford, and not only was the ball down and in, but Kings was in the net. Decisive point for Milford there. Libero for Milford serving. High ball. 19 with excellent hands takes it. Rolls the outside, tips off the block, and is not able to be picked up. Excellent pass and kill there for Kings. Good serve there. Gets sent to the outside. Good block, and it's just out of bounds though for Kings. Point goes to Milford. Yep. Coach for Kings instructing the middle to not forget to turn the block inward. We always tell our kids, press to 6 or press to 3, meaning the middle of the court. Load serve. Taken well. Has to go to the outside, though. Tipped by the Milford. A little bit of fight there. And a scramble play for Kings that gets sent to, or for Milford gets sent to, free ball over for Milford. And Kings a little bit of miscommunication there and uncertainty, and they just free ball the ball wide out of bounds.
So everyone wanted the ball the first time, and no one wants it the second.
Well, there was a little bit of confusion on who was going to get second after the setter was not getting it. Kings have to tip the ball over. Ball is set wide there for Milford and is not able to bring that ball over on third contact. He tries to hit it and just kind of waffles it rather than making a smarter play of pushing the ball over or passing it over. Though it was a tough angle there for him. 18 to serve. Good serve. Goes tight to the net. Setter's back row, but keeps it alive with a one-handed set to the middle. Mill tips it over. And Milford gets the block, but the ball's kept alive. Goes third contact. Free ball for Milford. Ball gets tipped over free ball wise. And block hit pass out of bounds. Point goes to King. Yeah, that whole front row just backed off and expected the back row guys to take it, even though it should have been their ball. They had the easier pass. Got to be ready for that first contact, no matter who you are. Excellent pass goes to the outside. Outside a little early, but has a nice hung reach. Dug, though, by number 18. Milford gets the ball back. And it's a free ball towards two Kings. Sends it to the outside. Rolls it through the block and down in the middle of the court. Point goes to Kings. Good rally from the kids there. 18 to serve. goes to the middle back, who tips it one hand, blocks it for sorry, excuse me. Setter tries a one-handed tip set there again and goes to the middle. Middle gets very much so housed, and ball goes straight down decisively. Point to Kings. Timeout called Milford. 16 serving 17.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
And we're back. Number 18, Kings serving, 16 serving 17, and that's unfortunate. Oh my goodness. 18 was letting the ball drop to get himself a reset on the serve, but the ball drops on his foot, which counts as a contact, and it's a missed serve for Kings. Oh, that is not what you want to see whatsoever here. 21 to serve. Nice float, flat serve. Goes to Libero, and Libero just is not able to handle it. Tips off by him. Milford serving 19-16. Yeah, that is a momentum killer right there. Another great flat float serve. 28 takes it with the hands, but 16, the setter, is not able to run it down in time. This time, of course, the screams from Kings yelling that the ball was out. I hope so. It hit the back wall.
Big ol' moon ball.
Big moon ball. Guy got a little, 21 got a little excited there going on a couple runs there that he just, a little bit of a miss hit. 10 to serve. Excellent pass by the libero. Nice high to lefty outside, and he swings high and deep, but long this time. About a foot out of bounds in the corner. Still a great swing by him. Just a little high, not enough topspin. Deep serve, just out of bounds. Just barely a foot longer. Point goes to Milford then. Ball goes straight to libero. Sets it up. Kings free balls it over. Gets sent to the outside. Also a free ball, hand pass over. Kings doing something with it. Hits the ball. Goes off the tape, and it's dug up by the middle there, but it is dug behind and slow. And Milford is not able to get the ball back. $19 to serve for Kings. Ball goes in the middle of the court. Has to go to the outside to the lefty, who swings wide and deep and long again. Smart hit there. Very smart, intelligent hit. Just a little bit of a miss hit there. Again, not enough topspin on there. The ball just sails a little for long. Goes to the outside. Setter just keeps it alive. Goes to the middle. Who tips it, rolls it in. A little bit of fight there by the setter to try to get that second ball. Kings has to free ball it over. Who setter calls for help there as well on Kings. Setter takes the first ball for Kings, and there's a miscommunication there. They have to free ball it as well. Ball gets set back, and there is a miss hit for number 6 on Milford. He hits it, mishits it by this time having to tip it off his fingers and goes into the pen. And we are tied now at 21-21. Kings still to serve. Libero takes the first ball, runs the middle, but it's behind. Middle has to free ball it over. Kings. Ooh, wow. Yep, there it is. Yeah. Wow, that was double by the setter for Kings. Looks like he took it a little bit too low, and that ball came out spinning. Had a lot of side spin on that. 27 in for 6 on Milford. 27 to serve. Flat serve goes to 19, who shanks a little wide. Hit back. Libero freeze balls it over. Doesn't hit the ceiling, just barely. A little shaken up. Mill takes it. Lefty hits that ball. Keeps it alive by the middle back. Libero runs it down, but he tries to send it backwards, and nobody's able to get the third contact. Looked like he kind of freaked out there a little bit there, trying to do too much. If he just kept that ball up in the air, Kings might have had a shot to keep the point alive. 21 or 27? 27 serving 23-21. Ball goes back over to Milford as a overpass. Goes to lefty. Third time. Swings deep and long. This time tries to swing down the line and is more decisively. It's about the third time, I believe, that lefty is swung out. 28 to serve, 22-23. Ball goes short. Tough guy. Has to keep it alive. Free ball over for Kings. Sends it to the outside, who tips it into the block, but it's kept on alive on King's side, who freeze balls it over. Middle has to tip it over. Somebody was in the net possibly, or somebody was calling there. Kings. Looks like the ball hit the pin out of bounds. Point goes to Milford. Timeout Kings at 24-22. Match point Milford.
Want a free t-shirt? Hit like and subscribe to our channel right now for your chance to win. We're giving away t-shirts to random subscribers. Don't miss out. Subscribe now and you could be our next winner.
Milford now. Number 3 coming in for 21. And number 18 coming for 24. 18 to serve, match point. 24-22. Deep float serve, and he is out of bounds there. About a good 3 feet out of bounds there from the serving sub for Milford. Kings have one shot to keep this game alive. Libero number 17 to serve for Kings. 23 serving 24. Pass goes backwards from Milford. Milford having to free ball now to keep the ball alive. Not a great first ball. Ball goes kind of to the middle and tips it over. Goes to the Libero. Good, strong, high contact for Milford. Kings receives it and again goes to the outside, but he hits it into the net. And that is the game. 25-23 for Milford. Unfortunate and heartbreaking finish there, but a good rally nonetheless. And we'll see you on the varsity match.